And here we go. Okay, sorry for the delay, everyone. That was a 4-minute delay. Okay, this is the stuff that yoga's good for. Being adaptable and not getting too stressed out. Okay, we are on our backs. We are breathing. And this is your time. Keep that in mind. This is your time and your practice. Okay, think about this. Why are you here? Why do you even take yoga? Why'd you show up tonight? All right, and be very aware of that. Maybe it's to be more flexible, more healthy. Maybe it's to be more peaceful, more calm, a better person for those that know you, those in your life. Feel the rise and the fall of your belly and your chest. And if you're not already, inflate front, back, and sides of your rib cage. Feel the back ribs press into the mat, press out to the sides, and exhale. Feel the rib cage come closer together again. Another one, nice and open. 360 degrees. And close that umbrella. Exhale all the way down to the deepest part of your belly. Feel that, feel that, feel that. Inhale again, big opening all the way around the rib cage. Another exhale that's deep. Blow it out slowly and deeply all the way to the very, very pit of your belly. Nice. Bring the arms up to the ceiling. Palms are facing each other. All right, bring the legs a little bit closer together. Feet are now parallel. They're no longer out to the sides. Slowly bring those arms overhead. And as you do, take your chin to the chest and open the back of your neck. Nice, nice, nice. Keep the rib cage down. Try not to poke the lower ribs up to the ceiling. Try to keep them down, pointed down towards your pelvis. Lift the arms up to the ceiling again. Flex both heels, open the toes, bring the right leg up to meet the hands. Take a hold of that leg from behind, intertwine your fingers, bend your elbows out to the sides, and feel your hamstrings open. Ribcage breath as you send that prana, that breath, into the thigh, specifically the back of the thigh where you feel this. Release the left arm into a T pose. That palm is up. Get a hold of the leg, the ankle, or give yourself a nice big yogi toe lock around the big toe. Straighten that leg as much as you can. If there's a bend in it, no big deal. And then slowly take that leg to the right. If you want to secure the left hip so it stays facing the ceiling, place your left hand on it to make sure it does. Hang out here with the leg just hanging, the arm just hanging, bend the elbow just a little bit, weight of the arm opens that right inner thigh. Feel your breath, feel that inner thigh. Yeah, take that leg all the way back up. Okay, right arm comes into a T pose, that palm is up. Left arm crosses over your torso, takes the side of that leg that's up there. And then slowly take that leg to the side. Really slowly, everyone. Yeah, make it slow. You're at home, so if you want, you can put a pillow underneath that foot. If this is too much for you and you can't get your leg to the ground, try taking it away from the arm just a little bit more. to the bottom of your mat, even if you have to let go of it. Breathe here. You have your rib cage rotated to the left. You have your right chest wide open. You can feel the pectoral muscle get this nice big stretch. And now bend the right elbow just a little bit and let the right hand pick up just a little bit to go even deeper into the chest and even into that bicep. Make the left elbow really, really bent and make that left shoulder really, really relaxed. Ribcage breath here. Now you're working through some resistance, putting a deep breath in here. Go ahead and do that. Notice how the breath adds a completely new element into the pose, deepens it, makes it more dynamic. Release the left hand from that right leg if it is touching it. You're in a T position with both arms. Flex the right heel, lift it just a little bit off the ground. Draw your navel in gently. Don't brace, just draw it back and circle out to the side here. Right outer hip, getting a nice workout, moving down into the leg, into the thigh. Reverse that circle. Stay strong here. Keep pushing through the heel. Bend the knee. Take that leg back to center. Straighten the spine, chin to the chest. Take your hands over the right shin. Intertwine your fingers. Bend your elbows out to the sides and press that right thigh into your right torso. Ascending colon compression. Right hip opening. Speaking of right hip opening, slide the left hand down the leg, grab a hold of the top of that ankle, right hand takes the inner thigh, presses that right knee out to the side. You've rotated your femur in the hip joint. Keep that out to the side with the knee. Right hand comes next to the left, bend those elbows, and then that heel comes up just an inch or two, okay? So this is similar to pigeon, but without loading the hip with the weight of your body. Put a rib cage breath into here. Notice how there's a tendency for us to breathe shallowly or even hold our breaths when we're kind of concentrating on doing something, putting ourselves into the pose. So after you strike the pose, so to speak, put a breath into it. Very, very nice. That knee comes back to center. That leg goes back down. Straighten it out. Bring yourself into Shavasana and fully experience what you created in the right hip and the right leg. Very nice. Take the feet back to parallel. Flex both heels again. Bring the left leg straight up to the ceiling. Arms come up. Take a hold of the back of that leg with intertwined fingers. Bend the elbows. And here comes the left hamstrings. Chin to the chest. It'll tend to migrate upward. Keep it to the chest to keep the neck open. Rib cage breath. Send the prana into the left hamstrings. Okay, very nice. Release that right arm. Right palm is up. It's in a T position here. Now remember, if you want to keep the right hip stable, you can place the right hand over the right hip instead. Left hand takes the inside of that leg or yogi toe lock. Get the leg as straight as you can. Bent is okay. And slowly, that's the important part, slowly bring it out to the side. Your range of motion is definitely going to increase when you go slowly because the body's not going to push away and guard, right? The body gets used to this. One little inch at a time. Okay, now we're just hanging out here. Get a little bend in that left elbow. And simply feel this. And then add breath. Bring the leg all the way back up to the ceiling. Release the left arm into a T pose. Right arm comes across, takes the side of that left leg, slowly, slowly brings it down to the right. You're rotating your spine to the right this time. And bring it down again. Pillow under the foot if you want to. All right, so let's just take a moment to feel this and where things are happening here. Lower back is getting a twist. Left hip is getting a big opening. Left chest is getting a big opening. And if you want a little more opening in that left pectoral and get it even into the bicep, you bend the elbow and take the hand, the left hand, up a little bit. Rib cage breath here, even though there's resistance. Another one, move through that resistance. All right, right arm comes into a T pose. Lift that left leg off the ground just a little bit and circle. Flex through the heel. Okay, little circles. This is not easy to do. You're not going to have a huge range of motion here. Reverse. Press through that heel, press through that heel. Nice. Bend the knee, bring it up to center. Feel the lower back, make contact with the mat again. Straighten your spine, chin to the chest. Clasp over the left shin. Bend your elbows out to the sides and press that left thigh into your left torso. Check out if you're scrunching your shoulders up to your ears like I was. Take them away. Breathe deeply, descending colon this time. Left hip this time. All right, ready to feel good. Release that leg, come into Shavasana and feel it. Left hip, left leg, both hips, both legs. All right, bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. I know Fern is in the house tonight. We did Core Tuesday because we didn't do it the Tuesday before. Let's do Core tonight. Arms up to the ceiling, those knees are bent. Take the hands together, intertwine your fingers. There's that little basket created by your palms. Scoop your head up, press that basket into the lower part of your skull, right above your neck. Squeeze the bottoms of your palms into the base of your skull and lift toward the top of your mat. Let's just get the neck here. Now lift the head off the ground. Take the elbows in toward each other. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Head back to the ground. Keep the little basket there, but the elbows are open. Okay, look straight up at the ceiling and send your face and your chest straight up. Can you feel it? Upper abs? A little bit more. If you can't, a little more. Feel it? Straighten your right leg with the flexed heel. Lift it up to the ceiling. Take it to the right. Keep it close to the floor. Take it back to the bottom of your mat and lift. Bend your knee. Straighten your left leg. Take it down toward the bottom of your mat, but don't touch it. Lift it up. Take it to the left. I think I'm doing something different with this one. And then sweep it down to the bottom. Bend the knees. Okay, lift your head and your chest. They probably came down a little bit. Lift them a little more. Take the knees toward your chest. You're in a little ball now. Squeeze. Send the legs straight out. Squeeze. Legs straight out. Squeeze. Legs straight out. Squeeze and hold and pulse at the top. Hold it. Both legs come out. They come back in. Straighten, bring them in. Straighten, we're going to change. Lift them up to the ceiling. Bend your knees, toes are pointing toward the ground. Keep them close to the ground as you straighten the legs. Scoop up a big scoop of ice cream. Bend the knees, straighten and scoop. Now, if it is too much for you to keep your head and your chest lifted off the mat, no problem to put them on into the mat. And up. One more scoop. Hold it. We're going to reverse this. Legs go straight down. Knees bend, come up to the ceiling. Straight. Come down. Knees bend and up to the ceiling. Down, bend, up. All right, head to the ground, arms open. Really nice wide V with flexed heels. Soften those shoulders, make sure they're nice and soft, and make little circles here out to the sides. Reverse. And bring the legs in, bend the knees, give yourself a big hug, head back down to the ground. If it's not, and squeeze. Okay, feet into the mat. Okay, if you have skis on your feet, they're not touching at the tips. They're nice and parallel. Arms to the sides, palms down here. Scoot your heels about 1 or 2 inches closer to your buttocks. Chin to the chest. Draw your navel down toward the mat as you lift your tail up. There's your pelvic tilt. Release the pelvic tilt. Hey, let's do this. Take one hand on your lower belly. Okay? Going to feel what a pelvic tilt does. Draw your navel down gently. Lift your tail. Feel the activation, lower abs. Release it. Lift the tail. Release it. Of course, this is good for the lower back. Tail up, tail down. All right, release that hand. Okay, little pelvic tilt, belly down, tail up just a little bit. Here we go. We're going to lift off of the mat, one vertebrae at a time for bridge pose. All right, so you've got spirals wrapping around your thighs. I want you to spiral them inward toward each other. So they stay parallel, but you're just internally spiraling them inward. Lift the hips a little more. Take the right foot to the ceiling and come up and down with the hips. If you can't do this, keep both feet on the floor, just come up and down with the hips. That foot goes down, left leg goes up. Here we go for the other side. So this is, of course, more concentrated in the right glutes. Well, actually, completely right glutes. And back down. Now scoot your feet another inch toward your buttocks and lift that a little higher. Now take your arms to the ceiling, palms facing each other. Bring those arms overhead and you can get higher still. Now as you bring your arms up to the ceiling, slowly let your spine come down into your mat. Taking this bridge down. Arms all the way down, so the pinkies hit the mat. We're coming up again. Arms up, bridge up. Arms overhead, bridge even higher. Keep it here and halfway down with the hips, squeeze up. Okay, now we're using both right and left glutes. Lift, lift, lift. And here we go, coming down, arms come down, spine comes down. Knees to the chest and give yourself a hug. All right, cross at the ankles, flip your feet up to the ceiling and to the top of your mat. And come on into table pose. Look for a nice table pose. Separate your fingers, press into the mat. All right. Take your left knee and bring it in about an inch or two and send your right leg back with a flexed heel. Lift that heel a little higher. Now listen, you really want to press into your hands to keep the shoulders open and to keep the back nice and open, your chest, so your chest doesn't like start to fall down toward the mat, get all kind of wonky. Stay strong. As you press into the mat, you can keep your chest and shoulders nice and secure. Okay, here we go. Let's pulse that heel. Now bend the knee, press the heel up to the ceiling, pulse here. Lift it a little higher, listen up. Swing that knee all the way over to the left to get it to the outside of the other knee. Press the thighs together as hard as you can. You're going to feel the left hip work. Walk your hands one or two little steps to the right, and then drive your hips way back there toward your right foot. Spine gets a really nice stretch here. And here we go. We're coming down into that left hip. Drop your head. And put in a ribcage breath. Bring it back up. Walk your hands back to center. Release that right knee. Take it down to the ground next to the left. Send the left leg back with a flexed heel. Press into the hands. Keep the arms nice and strong. Chest open. Shoulders nice and open. Lift that left heel and pulse it. Bend the knee. Pulse it again. So when the knee is bent, it's really easy to collapse across the shoulder blades and dump the chest. We want to keep the chest nice and open by really pressing into the hands, keeping the arms strong. Okay, here we go. That knee that's lifted, swing it all the way to the right. Get it next to that other knee. Squeeze your thighs together. More. Walk your hands one or two little steps to the left. And then press those hips back. Drop your head. So arms are long, spine is long. Okay, add your breath, rib cage. Release, come forward, take your hands back to the center of your mat, unlock that knee, come into table pose. All right. So here, I want to just talk a little bit. I know some of you are in Tuesday class and I talked about this, but it'll just take a few moments here. This is what I mean by staying strong, by really planting your hands and pushing into your mat. This is what I mean about how it keeps the shoulders nice and steady and secure. Okay, so just go to table pose. Get really mushy and soft in your hands. And notice how the chest begins to drop. Keep it going. And the shoulder blades tend to come together, right? So you get all collapsed across the upper back. Okay, now press into the hands and notice how the chest lifts, the upper back opens, those shoulder blades come apart, and you get nice and strong across the chest and the shoulders. All right, That's it. Here we go. Drop your belly, drop your lower back, tail lifts. Okay, feel that curve in the lower back. Really feel it. Make it deep, a deep, like you're going to put a saddle on that. Okay, now press into the bottom of your hands and send your collarbones forward. Okay, cow pose. Now simply round your tail, feel the curve in your lower back, and feel that curve run up your spine, one little vertebrae at a time. Take it slow, segmental stretch for the spine. Drop your head, and here's where you can really press into the hands and get the upper back super wide. Okay, keep that width in the upper back, excuse me, keep that width. Just drop the belly. Now the tail lifts. Now the elbows come back just a little bit and micro bends in them. And then you send the chest forward. So nice move from cat to cow. Now we're in cow, we're going to move it to cat. Keep the front as it is, the chest and the arms. Just start with the back, rounding it. Now straighten the arms, push into them. Now feel the curve, like a nice wave running up your spine. All right, really drop your head. I mean, really let go of it here in cat pose. Notice how your head is just dangling between these two strong arm posts. Take your chin to your chest, squeeze, release just a little bit, and turn your head gently to the right. Now gently to the left. Now back to center. Curl your toes. Press into those toe pads deeply. Send your hips way back toward your heels. Feel the arms lengthen. Feel the spine lengthen. Feel the hips drop. Press the hips way down toward the feet to open the undersides of the toes and the feet. Drop your elbows straight down into the mat. Notice the torso drops a little bit too. Keep it dropped. Lift the tail, little curl in the tail. Just gently look forward toward the front edge of your mat. And now begin to glide your heart through the center of your mat. Lift up when you come between your hands. You're in cow. Round your tail. Follow that curve all the way up your spine. Open up the shoulder blades. Drop the head. Send your hips back. Drop your elbows. Lift your tail. Look forward. Glide forward. And lift it up here. Okay, uncurl the toes. Okay, you have a beam of light shining down on your mat from the center of your chest, from your heart center. The heart center is in the center of the chest. Okay, I want you to make a nice figure eight. Take that beam all the way back to your right knee as your right hips move, your right hip moves to the corner of your mat. Now take that beam of light to your left knee as the hip moves to the other corner of your mat. Now take that beam all the way up to your right wrist, and then your left wrist, and then your right knee, and then your left knee. Okay, you got it. Now, as you're making this figure eight, really move your torso with it. Let this really move the hips too. Okay, let's reverse. Beam of light between the hands. Okay, now we're going to take it, to the left wrist. No, to the right wrist, sorry. Now we're going to go to the left hip, left knee with the beam of light, right, left wrist, right wrist, you got it, left knee, right knee. Keep it up, but get a little kind of, have fun with it. Move your hips, move the chest. Really let the whole body make a figure eight. That light is just your guide. Really good for the hips, really good for the spine. All right, and back to table. All right, gang, we're coming up, down dog. So curl those toes, lift those hips, send them up and back, send the chest back toward the legs. And feel your hands planted into your mat. Drop your heels as close to the mat as you can get them, opening up those calf muscles. Let's open them some more. Bend one knee and then the other. Walk your dog. And as you're walking your dog, send the torso back as soon as the one knee straightens. Send the torso back toward that leg. All right, both feet drop. All right. Take your left foot just off center line of your mat. Lift your right leg. Send your chest back toward the left thigh. Lift that leg a little higher. Drop the left heel as close to the mat as you can get it. Keep that leg lifted and glide forward with your body. Stop when your shoulders are over your wrists. Okay, those of you who want more, who want to level up, take the right knee to the outer part of the right shoulder and back again. Right shoulder, back. Right shoulder, back. Two more. Right shoulder, back. Right shoulder, back. Everyone, three-legged dog. Push the body back. Right leg comes up. Open the hips to the right. That foot is flexed. Lift that ankle to the ceiling and pulse it, working deeply in the outer right glutes. Keep it lifted. Turn your torso toward the mat. Look forward. Right foot comes between your hands. Make sure it's on a different track than the left. Scooch the left over if you need to. Press down firmly into the right foot and scooch the left toes toward the back of your mat as far back as you can get them. Squeeze the left glutes. Press the left heel back. Very nice. And then release the left arm forward. Wait a second. Release the right arm forward. I knew that felt weird. Lift it to the ceiling. Okay, bend the elbow, little twist in the torso. Straighten the arms, send it forward and down into the mat. Hips face forward again, everyone. Press down firmly into the right foot until you feel your right thigh muscles engage. Got it? Now squeeze your left glutes and straighten that back leg. Super strong, right and left legs. Now straighten the right leg. And moving back into pyramid pose, walk your hands back. And if you want more load, bend the elbows and drop some of your body weight down into that right leg. Bend the right knee till it's over your ankle. Gently drop the left knee into the mat and the top of that left foot. Walk your fingertips back to straighten your spine, and maybe you can even get the hands on top of your right leg. Left hip flexor. So send those hips forward to stretch it. I'm just coming to the front because I forgot my barrette with all that. Okay, so we got the left hip flexor nice and stretched, hands to the ground, curl those back toes, lift that knee off the ground. Look back at that left foot, take it out about 45 degrees, get on different tracks with those feet if they're not. Come on up, warrior one. All right. Are you pressing into the outer edge of your left foot? If you're not, roll a bit into that outer edge and press into it. Okay, now squeeze the left butt cheek. Okay, back leg is fully activated. Now come forward with your arms and your torso. Now turn the palms outside. Press the arms back. I want you to grab a big beach ball back there and squeeze it. Feel those shoulder blades press together and use that muscle in between, right? Squeeze it, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Arms come forward, they lift up. You're back at warrior one here. All right. Take the right arm forward, top of that hand presses into the inner thigh. Squeeze the inner thigh into the hand and the hand into the thigh. Lift the left fingertips. Bring that arm back, right leg doesn't move. So your torso does, it turns a bit to the left. Release the right arm. Drishti is over that middle finger. Let the right palm lift to the ceiling, turn it to the ceiling first. Then bring it up and over for reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Reach out toward your drishti with your heart. Feel your right leg work. Press into that right foot. Feel the right thigh. Drop the right arm inside the leg. Left arm comes up. Turn your torso to the left. Bent knee triangle. Binders, you can rotate that top palm so it's facing behind you. Bring that arm behind you. Even if you're not a binder, you can do this. Really good for the shoulder. Bend the elbow, take the top of the hand into the back body. Really deep binders, might even want to get the right arm underneath the right leg. And if you're not a binder, just hang out where you are, have fun there. Release the bind. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Right palm up again, left arm drops. Another reverse. Oh, enjoy that opening in the right rib cage. Breathe into it. Warrior two. Straighten the right knee without locking it. Turn the hips to the left. Notice that you've created a triangle underneath your belly button. So now your torso can just kind of move to the right and to the left over that triangle, and you can bring it all the way to the right. Drop the right arm, lift the left, and instead of a bent knee triangle, we have a traditional triangle pose. But if you look down at your right foot and you bend that knee over the ankle and you open again to the side, bent knee triangle. Left arm comes over your ear, intense side stretch. Turn your torso to the mat, lift the right arm, come up. Warrior one again. And bring it down. We're going to go into triangle now, to pigeon. So lift that back foot, turn those toes forward, walk the front foot to the left side of your mat, knee to the right. Left leg goes straight back, not at an angle, straight back from the hip. Now, really important that you check out the hips. The right hip is probably hiked up quite a bit. Drop it a bit so that it's as close to the ground as the left hip is. And then, or it could be the other way around where you just got the right hip way in the ground and the left hip up. So just level the hips. My tendency is the opposite, so. All right, and come on down. Let your body settle into this beautiful pose, the pigeon pose. And as it settles into the pose, notice the sensations within the pose. So you don't have any control over those sensations, so just observe them. And then add ribcage breaths. Such a beautiful, beautiful pose to put in ribcage breath because you've got the ribs at the right over this pose, inflating and deflating. Slowly bring yourself up. Take that left leg forward, right knee to the side. Okay, and you guys know what to do in terms of getting that leg straight out from the hip. Flex the left heel, scooch it back along with the sitting bone just a bit, and then start coming over it. And again, if you have pillows at home, you can plop a pillow right on top of that left leg and you can drop into it. So remember, you guys, at home, pillows are great to have strewn around your mat for practice in case you need them, especially for Shavasana. But really for the whole practice, really. All right, nice. And bring yourself up. Bring that left leg back. Hands under your shoulders. Curl the left toes and lift the knees. Knee. Squeeze the left butt cheek. Lift that right leg, bring it back. Come into plank pose. All right. So keep your core nice and strong. And just like we do in our other, well, really, just like we do in table pose, you want to keep a really nice wide back. Of course, in plank, it's hard not to, but don't collapse into the chest. Now lift the hips and down dog. All right. Right foot comes in just off center. Left leg lifts up this time. And press your chest back toward that right thigh. Lift the left heel. Keep it flexed. Little higher. Nice, nice. Now glide forward, stopping when you have your shoulders over your wrists. Those of you who want to level up, bend that knee, bring it to the side of the left shoulder and back. 5 times. 2. Nice and slow and controlled. 3, 4, 5. Back to three-legged dog. Open the hips to the left. Lift the left ankle closer to the ceiling and pulse it. Nice. Turn your torso toward the mat. Look forward. Left foot comes forward this time. Front of the mat between your hands. Put your feet on different tracks. Shimmy the right toes as far back as you can get. Make that right leg as long as you can. Now press that right heel back and squeeze the right butt cheek. Now send the left arm forward. Keep that back leg nice and straight and strong as you lift the left arm and spin here. Bend the elbow, cactus arm, Little twist. Arm comes forward and back down. All right. Press deeply into the bottom of your left foot. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Begin to straighten the left knee as you walk your hands back. A deep, wide pyramid pose. Those of you who want more, bend the elbows back. Drop some of that weight down toward the leg. Bend the left knee till it's over the ankle and gently drop the right knee, right top of the foot into the ground. So if you have a pillow, you can put it under your knee here. Walk your hands back to straighten your torso. Hands to the top of that left thigh. Now press hips forward. Right hip flexor. Hands back down to the ground. Curl those toes. Lift that knee. All right, look at the right foot. Hop it forward a bit. Bring it to 45 degrees. Make sure you are on different tracks because we're coming up to Warrior One. All right. Let's get that back leg active. Press into the outer edge of the foot. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Now reach forward from that nice strong leg. We got the beach ball in front of us now, so pump it. It's a big one. You can make it so big that you feel your biceps are pressing into it. And bring it up, Warrior One. Left arm comes forward, press that hand into the inner thigh and that inner thigh into the hand. Keep that leg from moving as you lift that right arm up and back. Palm to the ground, release the front arm. Nice. Rotate that left palm up, drop the right arm, left arm comes over. Ooh, left rib cage now. Breathe into it. I mean, how often do you get to open your rib cage like this, right? Outside of yoga practice. Warrior Two. Okay, reach out towards the drishti. Take a moment to appreciate the strength in the left thigh muscles. They're big ones. Drop that arm, lift the other, open your body to the right. Binders, rotate that palm back, bring the arm back, bend the elbow, top arm, top hand to the back body. And if you want to do a deep bind, you can get underneath that front leg. And release that arm. Cartwheel up. Warrior Two. Drishti. Get it. Left palm up. Shine it up. Bring it up and over. And back to Warrior Two. Straighten the left leg without locking it. Turn the hips to the right this time. Okay, you made a triangle underneath your belly button. How about if you move side to side from the belly button? Yeah, if you think about moving the belly, it's going to take your whole torso with it. Now we're going to go all the way to the left. Drop the left arm, right arm comes up. And then arm over the ear for intense side stretch. Look down at the left foot, bend the knee, come up again. Warrior Two. Oh, wait a minute. We did a little differently this time. I did arms up, turn to the front. Maybe I didn't actually. And sorry. Open up those arms, straighten that front knee, turn that foot out to the side of your mat. We'll invert. So, hands to the hips, forefingers pressing into the hip bones, thumbs pressing into the lower back. Many of you are as old as I am, or close. Remember the Rolodex? Turn that Rolodex forward. So it's like handles or doorknobs. You're just turning the doorknobs forward and you're hinging from the hips. The back is staying straight. Nice. Now come all the way down for inversion. Just enjoy this feeling. Hands to the ground underneath your head. Straighten the arms. Walk your hands forward. Wide dog. Drop your head between your biceps and your heart presses back into the center of that triangle formed by your legs and that line between your feet, that imaginary line. Bring it forward again. Walk your hands back. Turn your left foot facing the front of your mat again. Lift the right heel. Turn those toes forward. Bring your arms forward. Now we move into pigeon. And if you're doing pigeon on your back, you have your right foot at the top of your, left foot at the top of your right thigh. And grab under your right thigh and pull it toward you. If you're on the ground, level the hips. And once you get comfortable in your pigeon pose, add the ribcage breath. Notice how it just makes it a richer pose when you add the breath and breath awareness. Slowly release from that. Take the right leg forward, left knee out to the side. Flex the heel, scooch it back an inch or two, and come down over that leg. So very often people judge how they're quote unquote progressing in a practice, which actually each practice should be totally individual. But you'll notice, right, that you get more flexible. But people don't notice the awareness part of it, how as you practice more and more, you get more aware of your body, tuned in to how it feels. Okay, that's really the yoga part, as opposed to, how flexible you get. And come back up. Swing that leg behind you, hands under your shoulders. Lift up, take that other leg back, walk it to the center of your mat. Feet hip distance apart or so. Bend the knees, push the butt back, grab the backs of your ankles, drop your head. Add ribcage breath here. Oh yeah, you can really feel the ribs move here, right above your thighs. Swing your arms back, forward, lift up. Swan dive forward, drop down. Standing forward fold here. Monkey pose as you press into the shins, extend your spine. Come back down, another fold. Bend the knees, grab the backs of your ankles, arms come forward, chair pose. Hands in Namaste Mudra, take it to your heart. Turn one way, lock and twist. Release and come the other way. Lock that elbow into the thigh, twist. back to center, lift up. Open those arms, drop down into a swan dive. A nice forward fold. Let go of the tension in the neck, the jaw. Monkey pose, extend that spine, look over the edge of that cliff. Come back down again, fold. Bend the knees. We are going to swing our arms back, come forward. Inhale, waterfall down. Remember when you come down and you splash down, sit back in your little chair. Two more. One more here. Stay down. And just let those arms dangle. Press into the feet. Slowly roll up. Make the arms really heavy. Once you get to the top, palms forward. Close your eyes if you can. Of course, that's more challenging for balance. And feel your Tadasana, feel your mountain pose. And just like an actual mountain, although you look quiet and steady, there's always movement. There's always some movement, right? Like anything. There's always just a little internal movement. And arms come up and over. Stretch them up and over. Turn the left palm away from you. Bring it down. Bend the right elbow, get the side of your head. Soften that left shoulder. Bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Breathe into the left side of your neck. Really soften the right arm, right shoulder. So just observe, no judgment, right? No judgment. Everybody's, I think, gets stiffness in the neck and shoulders, just about everyone. Yeah, so just feel that, feel that. Let the left shoulder drop. So you're not fighting with this thing, you're just waiting for it to release patiently. It's a different approach that's so much, it'll bring so much more success. Okay, head straight. Right arm up, left arm up. Right palm turns away. That arm drops down. Left elbow bends, takes the side of the head. Drop that right shoulder. So just, customize the practice. Go to that place where you really feel this. Stay there and breathe into it. Just want to get nice and relaxed into it. And release here. Arms come up and over. Namaste Mudra overhead. And it floats down to your heart. Press your thumbs into your chest. Drop your elbows. Drop your forehead to the fingertips. And feel the rib cage open for the next breath. And release. Okay, down to the ground, onto our bellies. Crocodile pose to restore. Palms are stacked, feet are toed in, And then rest your forehead on the top hand. Now, scan your body. Look for places that might be holding tension. We all have our favorite places. If you find a place, stay there. Give it full attention. Give it full awareness and simply observe. Okay, you don't react to it. It's fine. We all have it. Just observe it. Watch what happens. Now send breath there. Watch what happens. Place your palms into your mat, chest level. Getting ready for cobra here. Feet are toed in. Lift the pelvic bone, curl it up to the ceiling, drop it down. All right, and slowly lift. Cobra or cobra to back bend. If you're in a back bend, really drop your hips. Let them drop to get even more curve in the lower back. Really good for the discs of the lower back. Puts them in place because they can tend to get herniated and pop out. And come down slowly. Kiss your forehead to the mat and come up once again. Try to push into the hands as little as possible. Use the back muscles instead. And if you want to do a lateral twist at the top of this last one, go for it, looking over one shoulder and the other. Back down slowly. Weight out of the hands as soon as you can make that happen. Forehead. And then turn your head to the side. Release your arms to the sides. Palms up. Elbows bent. So just nice and relaxed there. And then slowly turn it to the other side. No hurry. And then head back to center. Push up into table pose. All right. So curl your tail under barely, just a teeny bit. And then press your hips slowly back to the heels. And on your way down, feel the stretch up and down your spine. And your arms. Drop into this. Take your arms to the sides a bit, bend your elbows, head comes down. Child's pose. And if you like to do child's pose with your arms along the sides of the body, that's another option. All right, few breaths there. And if you are staying for Shavasana, you can go ahead and flip over. All right, so just really open up here. Notice your breath. So, in a meditative practice like this Shavasana is, what you're doing here is you're just putting yourself in a place where you can experience the present moment, which is a lot harder than it sounds, right? Because we tend to be thinking all the time. And we tend to even be unaware of the fact that we're thinking all the time and even don't know what we're thinking, okay? Because the brain is such, it's a thinking machine. So there's just all this chatter that's happening. And in meditation, you get to kind of observe that chatter and be aware of it, which is huge. And then you also get to be in a place where you don't automatically react to the chatter. Often we react to our thoughts without even knowing it. A, we don't know the thoughts. B, we don't even know why we feel the way we do. Well, it's because we're reacting to these thoughts. So in meditation, you get to kind of observe the mind. So you don't push the thoughts away or chastise yourself for having thoughts. Instead, you simply notice the thoughts and you let them go, like clouds in the sky. And you treat them just like you do any sensation, like breathing sensations, or when you relax, those sensations. It's just another thing that's happening in the mind. No more relevant. For some reason, we've been conditioned to think that we are what we think, which is completely untrue. And then we freak out about things that we think because we're freaking out about ourselves. And that's just too damn hard. So just let the thoughts pass by, let them happen. They come on their own, they leave on their own. And go to your breath. If the thoughts come by, fine. Really cover your breath with your awareness from the beginning of an inhale to the end, and then the exhale. Really be precise in your attention to your breath. And if your mind throws out a thought, let it throw it out. Notice it, watch it dissolve, go back to the breath. When you're anchored, in the breath, you're anchored in the now. And now is the only place where you experience peace. And inner peace is our birthright. We all have it. Just gets layered by a bunch of stuff. But here we get to uncover it as we notice the breath. Notice the way the breath moves your body. All the sensations of breathing. And rather than control the breath, just receive and observe the breath. Thoughts come in, no big deal. In fact, if you notice the thought and what it is, good for you. Now take your awareness to your heart center. And just as you made your body and your mind nice and spacious, feel the heart open. Bring space into the heart center. Notice that feeling and all the feelings that arise. And bring to mind two things that you're thankful for in your life. Feel them, maybe see them, and just let them open your heart even more. And feel the nectar of your inner peace. Let it fill your entire body, your mind, your heart, your spirit. And in tonight's Shavasana practice, if you'd like to put in a prayer, intention, or sankalpa, you can do that now. With your next exhale, let go of that seed. Put it out into the universe. And just go back to your breath. The next inhale and the next exhale. Okay, slowly make your transition. Roll over gently to your right side. Knees tucked up into your chest. And then slowly bring yourself to seated pose, to easy pose. And arms open wide. Inhale. Exhale, bring that mudra right into your heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Sorry about the technical difficulties. And have a wonderful weekend. Melissa, have fun on the train and going to see your grandson. And I'll see everyone next week. Bye.